What's going on, you guys? Dwayne here with How to Build Credit TV, and I am back again for another How to Build Credit TV live stream. In this live stream, I'm going to be talking to you guys about why having good credit matters. And this is a very timely topic for me because I've been doing several things with my credit and my good credit score lately. So I thought, well, this would be a good topic to talk about in tonight's live stream. But hey, if you're new to this channel, How to Build Credit TV, I talk about credit cards, and how to make money using credit cards. So be sure to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. So it's Monday, 7 p.m. This is when I normally do my live stream. I'm very consistent with the Monday night live stream. This is normally our live stream time. So I want to talk tonight about, once again, why having good credit matters. And a lot of people don't understand the gravity of having credit. When you have credit or good credit, and by good credit, I mean your credit score, right? So anywhere from like 700, 740, 750 and above, that's actually better than good credit. But we'll just say good credit, and I'm talking about your FICO score being at least a 720 and above. And so having good credit is something that is very, very beneficial. Having good credit gives you options. Having good credit gives you confidence. I mean, imagine being able to get approved for any loan that you want, any credit card that you want. And once again, it gives you choices. When your credit is not good, you don't have the best opportunities to get a very good credit card. Maybe that credit card, the APR on that card will be higher. You just won't be able to get approved for certain credit cards if your credit is not good. And then the same thing can be said in regards to getting approved for loans. You know, even with apartment complex, you can kind of ruin your situation getting, approved or being able to rent an apartment if your credit is messed up, or if you've defaulted on another lease pertaining to another apartment. So having good credit gets you a lot of different things. You know, you get to get approved for insurance, the car insurance. They're checking your credit. Some companies, some businesses are checking your credit score as a part of the, the process to go through to be able to even get that job with that company. It's kind of different, but that does happen. Of course, you have the ability to get approved for phone lines, cell phone lines, cable bill, not cable bill, but like a cable provider or internet provider. These people check your credit sometimes, and it's kind of crazy to not have good credit, because imagine you want to get your lights turned on somewhere, but if you don't have good credit, you're going to have to put down a deposit, anywhere from $150 up to $200, maybe even $500, some people in some cases. So having good credit is certainly important, and it just allows you to have peace of mind. Like for me, I know that I have access to some of the lowest interest rates possible because my credit score is good. And so that puts me at ease. For example, earlier this year, let's say July, August. I don't remember exactly, but let's say July, August, I applied for a home loan with Navy Federal Credit Union, which is who I bank with. And they approved me for over $300,000 in regards to getting a home loan. I mean, that's freaking dope. That's like insanely awesome. In addition to that, I have been able to get between 4 to 5 credit cards this year alone. And I already had a bunch of cards. I think right now I have 21 credit cards, 22 credit cards. I think I have 21 personal and I have 1 business at the moment. So I have a lot of cards. And once again, the reason why I was choosing tonight's topic as to why having good credit matters is I just filled out my loan application with Navy Federal Credit Union in order to buy a car. And so, it makes me more at ease knowing that my credit score is good. I have a good relationship with Navy Federal Credit Union. Now, I am still waiting to hear back from them, but for the most part, fingers crossed, I think I'll get approved. But that's quite a bit. I've done a lot of things in regards to my credit this year alone. And when I applied for the auto loan with Navy Federal Credit Union, I I did get several. I did get several notifications that my credit score had been pulled, that I have a new inquiry. Let me just tell you guys some of the people that I got a notification from. So I got notification from Wallet Hub. I got a notification from Credit Karma. I got a notification from Capital One. I got a couple other notifications, but I'm pretty sure I deleted them. So, once again, having good credit lets me know that, all right, I feel like I'm going to get approved, and it's only a matter of at what APR, what rate, right? So with Navy Federal, currently their auto loans is between 2.29% and up. And of course, the percentage changes based on how long of a loan term you're trying to get approved for. So of course, the APR may be lower if instead of 72 months, it was 60 months. It may even be lower instead of 60 months, 48 months, okay? But of course, you're gonna be paying more money monthly, but your APR will be lower because it's a shorter term. And the same is true if the term is longer. It's very common that your interest rate will be higher. Like, for example, they had on there that you could do 84 months. And the interest rate on 84 months for the same amount of money that I applied for the loan with Navy Federal, the interest rate jumped from 2.29, which is the lowest, to like 4 point something. So So when I filled out the application, I didn't do a video talking about it. I thought about it for a second, but I didn't. Navy Federal, they let me know that my payment could be here on the 2.29, or it could be here, and I don't remember what that percentage was, but it was like something real stupid and really high. Yeah, I mean, having good credit matters, and having good credit gives you options. One of the things that I think is very interesting about myself is the fact that back in 2013, when I started to rebuild my credit, okay, of course I wasn't on YouTube. My credit score was totally jacked up, and I was like, I'm just going to take the step to rebuild it so that eventually one day it will be okay. Now, 2013 was 7 years ago, but my credit was really, really good around 2018, like the end of 2017, 2018, middle of 2018. I went berserk in August of 2018. So it didn't take me 7 years to build it. And the important thing that I realized when I think back about 2013 was I knew the importance of having good credit. I knew that having good credit mattered. And even though I owed whoever a bunch of money, I was still like, you know what, let me just take a step and get this one credit card with Capital One, and just kind of start the process instead of waiting for everything to be perfect before getting a credit card. And a lot of us do that. A lot of us are guilty, myself included. I am guilty about waiting until things are ideal for that specific situation before taking the necessary step. And in reality, we should just take the step. We don't need to wait for things to be ideal to take action. Take action wherever you are, whenever the situation. Just take action. It's better to do that than to wait until, once again, things are ideal. By the way, guys, please smash the thumbs up in this video. I see that we have 54 viewers and only 26 thumbs up. I would really appreciate the love and support. So go ahead and smash the thumbs up in this video. That means a lot to me, and it helps the channel, and it sends the accurate signals to YouTube to let them know this video is valuable and people value the video. So please smash the thumbs up. I would really, really appreciate that. So yeah, so once again, you just have to take action. Don't wait for the situation to be ideal. Another example for me personally would be back in 2001, maybe 2002. My son was born in 2002. I remember I stepped on the scale and I was like 255 pounds. And I was like, man, even though I don't think I'm fat, I know 255 pounds is not good. So I can remember, taking the necessary steps to take action to change the outcome of that. And so then let's fast forward several years down the line. I went from 255 down to 178, which was too small, but I settled around 190, 195, which was really, really good. And then let's say a couple of months or a year or two later, I went from 195 back up to like 240. And I can remember feeling embarrassed and ashamed at 240 pounds about going to the gym to work out, and I was like, I wanted to lose weight before working out in the gym. Like, it's bonkers, it's bananas, but I totally understand being paralyzed or waiting for things to be ideal, air quotes, ideal or perfect before taking the necessary steps. And that's not quite the case. It's not quite the case. In that situation, I would encourage people to win the battle up here, because all of it has to do with what's going on in your brain, what was going on in my mind, the conversations I was having in my head. And credit is no different. Building your credit, fixing your credit, building from scratch is totally easy, but repairing your credit, or fixing it from when you messed it up, that's going to take some time and patience, but there are things that you can do today to help you get to the goal that you want to be, or the place you want to be tomorrow. And I am just in a great place in my life right now. I am crystal clear, crystal focused. I'm insanely focused on, what my goals are, and how bright and awesome and incredible my life is right now in this moment. It's bananas. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the comment section and say what's up to some of you guys. It's been a while, so I'm going to jump into the comment section here. Once again, if you have questions, please do not hesitate to ask. If you have questions about credit cards, and how to make money using credit cards, this is the perfect time and place, community, to have these questions asked and answered, because it's a live stream. We can answer your questions live, and there are a bunch of smart people in the live stream that may know the answers to stuff that I don't even know. Oftentimes that's the case. So in addition to doing these videos and doing these lives, I learned stuff from you guys and your experiences. So once again, if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask them. I would love the opportunity to answer. Devin, what's going on, man? Devin says, hey, Dwayne, hope you had a nice weekend. Yes, sir. My weekend was pretty all right. I did test drive the Model Y Tesla for I think that was my third time driving the Model Y Tesla, but it was my fourth time test driving a Tesla, period. I test drove in Connecticut. I did a Model 3 in Connecticut. I did a Model 3 here in Houston. Then I did a Model Y. I test drove 3 Model Ys and 2 Model 3s. So yeah, my weekend's really good, man. Hope you had a good weekend as well. Once again, guys, please smash the thumbs up in this video. I would really appreciate the love and support. Chase King says, what's up, Dwayne and my credit fam? Yes, sir. Appreciate you stopping by, flexing on them. I see you flexing on them one time. My brother. Dane, what's going on, bro? Thank you for stopping by, Dane. It's a pleasure to have you in the building. Sexy Devil 78 says, hey, Dwayne, how are you? Hey, Sexy Devil 78, it's a pleasure to have you in the building again. Haven't seen you in a while in a live stream, so it's a pleasure to see you. Cinemadness says, hey, I'm glad I made it. Yes, sir, you did make it. I'm glad you made it, man. G Dobbs says, hello, sweetheart. How are you doing? I hope you, I guess you're saying you are well and had a wonderful weekend outside when you were driving. Yeah, absolutely. This weekend was really nice. The weather was nice here in Houston. It's getting a little cool now, or at least at the moment, I think like Friday it was kind of warm. I was like, man, it's November. It's like middle of November and it's hot here in Houston. But right now the weather's good and I'm doing great. Madrikas, what's going on, my man? Haven't seen you in a minute. Appreciate it. I appreciate you stopping by. It's a pleasure to see your name pop up on the screen. Ivan, what's going on, bro? Ivan says, hey, Dwayne, hope all is well, sir. Congrats on the Tesla, man. That test drive video was awesome. Yeah, the test drive video, I just decided that was literally, like I said, like the fourth time that I had scheduled an appointment and actually test drove. And I made a video when I was in Connecticut with my my brother, and my niece was in the car, but I didn't, like, it wasn't as decent as the video that I just uploaded recently. And I was like that that last video that I made with the test driving of the Tesla, that was when I kind of did the most stuff. Like, I was more familiar with autopilot, and that was the longest experience I had with autopilot, and it's super freaking dope. Like, I showed you guys on the highway where I was doing the test drive, the autopilot on the freeway. That was cool. And then I actually did it again on the city streets. And literally I had it on, and I was approaching a stoplight. The car stopped. And then it asked me to apply slight pressure on the steering wheel. And then it started moving again when the light turned green. One of my subscribers, I think it's Cycle Gamer, he let me know that, like, instead of applying the light pressure to the steering wheel, you can just turn the volume up or down. There's 2 scroll wheels on the steering wheel, and he was like, you can just use that instead of applying pressure to the wheel. And I thought that was cool. So the car is insanely smart. It made me feel really good and helped me even justify the purchase more, because people buy luxury cars all the time. I didn't think I was going to be that guy again. I had experienced a luxury car back in 2007, and I experienced that luxury car premium gas note, and I wasn't feeling it. I was like, I'm not going to buy a luxury car again because I'm not trying to buy premium gas. It's just not necessary. So people spend 70 G's on a BMW 7 Series. People spend 50, 60 G's on a BMW 5 Series. And those cars can't drive themselves, to some extent. You can put on cruise control, but the car doesn't steer for you. And the Tesla does. Like, it's bananas. I mean, it's absolutely bananas. Clearly, you still got to pay attention. I'm still going to pay attention, but it's kind of cool to, I guess make it a little less stressful driving. I don't consider driving stressful, but, some people do. Miss Gatlin, what's going on? It's a pleasure to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to have you in the building, ma'am. Ronald, what's going on, man? It's a pleasure to have you back in the building, bro. It's nice to see you again. Maria E says, hey, Dwayne, how are you? Hey, Credit Family. Yes, ma'am, I'm doing well. Thank you for stopping by. Ms. Jess says, hey, Dwayne, back again with another approval. Couldn't pass up the Amex Gold and Platinum offers. I had to get them both. Thanks for sharing your story. It helped me on my credit journey. Ms. Jess, congratulations on both of those approvals, man. You have you have a lot of spend to meet there. Let me hit that horn for you, though. Oh my God. Yo, guys, I hit bicycle horn. That's so funny. Listen. I meant to hit this one. Congratulations on Miss Jess on getting both of those approvals. I do have both of those cards still. I think next year it's going to get a lot harder for me to justify having both. I did end up paying my annual fee for the American Express Gold card. The representative that I spoke with on the phone told me that they were going to bill me on the 18th of November. So I had an alert set in my phone. And I saw the other day that I was already, my annual fee had already hit my American Express Gold card. I did not like that, but it is there. So congratulations to you. Hopefully you can meet the minimum spend on both of those cards, and everything's going to be good. Diamond, what's going on, ma'am? Thank you so much for stopping by. Diamond says, hey, Dwayne and Credit Fam. Yes, ma'am, it's a pleasure to have you in the building. Ricardo says, Uncle D says, how frequent can you request credit limit increases from Navy Federal? I would say 6 months, but it can be tricky. Like, if you go through the Navy Federal Credit Union mobile app and try to get the credit limit increase that way, supposedly there's no hard inquiry. That's been my experience. But if let's say you wait 6 months and you've been using the mess out of that card for those 6 months, and you request a credit limit increase and you don't get approved, or you get approved for a little bit, I would say instead of waiting another 6 months, just apply for another card with Navy Federal. That's kind of what I would suggest. But you want to always make sure you know what's what, especially with the inquiries. Kaya, what's going on? Thank you for stopping by. She says, hey, hi, beautiful people. Devin says he finally got his TOMO application last Tuesday and got approved for $100. Man, Devin, golly, that's tough, bro. Actually, I got my card as well. I checked the mail on Friday. I don't know when the card was delivered, but I checked the mail on Friday and the card was there. Of course, I'll do a little envelope of that card. The envelope that it came in doesn't seem like there's a lot in there. It seems very, very simple. Very simple. And there was no branding on the outside of the envelope. So that was interesting. But Yeah, well, at least you got approved. I mean, there's no hard inquiry. I mean, that was one of the things that made it a little easier for me to pull the trigger on that. There's no hard inquiry for that card, so I went ahead and did it. Hip to the dip, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you so much. It's a pleasure to have you in the building as usual. Ulysses, what's going on, man? Says, hey, what up? I guess you're saying, what up, Dwayne and everyone else? Yes, sir. It's a pleasure to have you in the building, bro. Christina David says, hey, Dwayne, congratulations on your new ride. Hashtag goals. Thank you so much. And thank you for stopping by another stream. It's always a pleasure to have you in the building. Deborah says, hi, Dwayne. I'm thinking about making my move again, a car note. Yeah, I mean, the whole car note situation is tricky. And the more I think about it in my situation, I'm like, well, maybe I should start driving Uber with my Honda Accord. You know what I'm saying? I have 160,000 miles on there right now. I got the car November. I got the car December 17th, 2015. And it was a used car because it's a 2014 Honda Accord. And when I got the car December 17th, 2015, it had 28,344 miles on it. And it has over 160,000 miles on it now. So I was like, well, maybe I'll start Uber with the Honda to, enjoy my Tesla for, a month or two or however long before I start driving Uber with my Tesla. So it'll be interesting. I'm trying to, like I said, have the Tesla be a business expense, a business purchase. I mean, I'm clearly going to benefit from it personally as well. So the car note thing, I'm not excited about that because I like to keep as much money in my pocket as possible. But that's why I'm choosing to do the Uber thing. Whether I drive my Tesla for Uber or not, I'm definitely going to be doing the Uber thing because I don't want to have to pay my Tesla car note and insurance with money that I'm already making. I want to take money that I'm not making. I want another stream of income. So that's why I am heavily going to consider. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up driving Uber. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll like it and, I'll have a positive experience and I'll just thug it out and just be really aggressive and say that I'll take 18 months to pay off my car note, to pay the car off, to pay the Tesla off. I want to be aggressive for 18 months. Because having goals and deadlines, make it a lot easier to get stuff done. And if I could just go hard for 18 months driving Uber, in addition to the other things that I'm doing, then, after 18 months, I won't have that car note. And it's kind of crazy because in my head, I'm like, well, if I didn't get the Tesla, but I still drove Uber, that would be extra money that I could have had. So, I'm a very intellectual person and I could be in my head a lot, but for the most part, I'm excited about the Tesla. I made a couple of videos. Did I make a couple today? I think I just made one video today where I was talking about Tesla. I didn't upload it yet because I need to edit, but I made a video today talking about the Tesla purchase, that whole deal and what you have to do and what the steps are. So I made a down payment and it was quite a bit of money. In general, they're asking for $4,500 down. But Tesla is kind of, I guess they kind of have a buzz the same way Apple products do. Because the purchase process is so different for Tesla. It creates excitement just because you have to wait. And so even though I paid, a decent amount of money for the down payment, I'm still excited. I'm pretty excited about the purchase. And the representative was telling me that I probably, could have the car by the end of this month. And I'm like, wait, what? Because I thought it was supposed to be 3 to 7 weeks. When I was signing up on the website, it was 3 to 7 weeks, right? So anyway, of course, I'll keep you guys up to date on that. Joshua, what's going on, man? I haven't seen you in a grip. Says my dog Dwayne, man, I watched 15 videos for you today. Oh man, I appreciate you stopping back by in the building, man. I appreciate that. Ms. Jess says my company was acquired by a bigger company who did a background and credit checks on the people they were keeping. They said it provides a full picture of the person's integrity. Ah, my God. That's a handful, right? That's a mouthful. I mean, yeah, but integrity regarding their finances, integrity regarding their choices that they've made, right? Checking someone's credit doesn't necessarily measure their integrity, right? Because of course, people experience different things in different times, and simply put, life can happen. Life can happen. And when life happens, things go out the window. Like, instead of paying a credit card bill, paying your light bill is a little more important. Paying your gas bill is a little more important. Paying your car note is more important than paying your credit card bill, or paying whatever bill that you choose to let go, because life happens and you need to give certain things more priority. So that's kind of weird. If somebody can't pay their credit card bill, or pay whatever bill that's going to get on their credit report and affect them negatively, that doesn't mean that person doesn't have integrity. But, yikes. That's crazy. Maria E says, are you going to make a video when you pick up your new Tesla? Yeah, I think I have to do it. I think in my mind, it's easy for me to say to myself that I want to make sure that I'm taking every opportunity in the world to show, of course, the process. But even in showing the process, I'm making sure that, like, once again, the Tesla it's a business decision, but it's also has personal benefits. So business wise, it's to my advantage to show videos about the car, because like that's another way to kind of justify it business wise. Because once again, when I upload videos on YouTube, whatever I'm talking about, I could be talking about nothing. If one person watches, I got fractions of a penny. You know what I mean? And once again, those things add up. A fraction of a penny adds up over time to be, a penny, and then, 10 cents, and then $10. So from that perspective, absolutely, I'm going to share with you guys. Be sure to smash the thumbs up in case you haven't already done so. Chase King says, for me, I get most of my auto loans from Chase, and my last interest from them was 3%. Not bad. And especially depending on when you get approved for stuff, right? Like, clearly now the interest rates on like car loans as well as like home loans, they're the lowest that they've been in quite some time. Even the interest rates on like savings accounts, money market accounts, like I'm laughing about it, because like, there were times where you can get 2.5%, APY on a savings account or a money market account. And now it's like, it's horrible. It's very bad now. So yeah. Ricky G, what's going on, my man? Thank you so much for that referral the other day, bro. It's a pleasure to have you in the building. Cinnamon says, I just got my first laptop ever. It's a 2019 16-inch MacBook Pro. Used Apple Card to get it. This near 3,000 laptop for only $241 down with Apple Card installments. Setting up laptop while watching on my iPhone. Sweet, dude. I have a MacBook Pro and I love it. It's darn near impossible for me to go back to Windows. Of course I will know how to use Windows if I have to use Windows, but me personally, for me personally, I will probably always have a Mac moving forward. That is for sure. Congratulations again on that, bro. Joshua says, part of the Navy Federal, as of last night, will apply for a credit card in a few months. Awesome. Congratulations, Joshua. Dude, you're going to enjoy that. Navy Federal is definitely the way to go. We know that. Shoe Lady 64, hey, thank you so much for stopping by. It's a pleasure to have you in the building. Kaya says, I like the Tesla video. I think he should start doing vlogs. Yeah, the vlog videos are interesting just because it's just like strange territory for me. It's super interesting. And then editing those videos are different. Like when I do videos about credit, like I could easily just like sit here and talk about credit because it's easy. I don't really like to worry about like doing like jump clip cuts and like, like cutting this and cutting that, and it's just so I guess it has to do with how creative you want to be and how much work you want to do. But I certainly appreciate those kind words. That car is something special. I didn't even show you guys the sunroof. It's not a sunroof, but whatever. The top of the car is like predominantly glass. Like it's just like one slab of glass, and it's just like super sexy. Like super sexy. Yeah. Shoe Lady says, greetings from California. It's a pleasure to have you in the building. Of course, I'm in Houston. Kaya says, son, I didn't know you had kids. Yes, I have two kids. I have two incredible kids, whom I'm nuts about. I have a 18-year-old son and I have a 16-year-old daughter, and my kids are freaking amazing. I mean, like they're regular kids, but I'm saying like to me, because they're my kids. I love them. You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely have kids. Super proud of them. William, what's going on, bro? It's a pleasure to see you. Says thumbs up, people. Appreciate that. Jordan23WW says, hey, Dwayne and Credit Family, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Yes, sir, I am. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to have you in the building. Once again, guys, if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. I do my best to answer your questions, so don't hesitate to ask at all. And so there are several How to Build Credit TV members in the building. Devin is one of them. I didn't recognize Devin earlier on. Devin is one. Jordan23WW is one. That is why in the comment section of the live chat, or even in the comment section of the videos, you'll see that these people have a badge. It's a credit card badge next to their name. And depending on how long they're a channel member of How to Build Credit TV, the badge changes colors. So it starts one color. I think it starts at green. Then don't have me lie. I think it goes like green, red. No, it doesn't go green, red. I think it's like green, blue, red, and then green, blue, purple, and then red. Okay. So anyway, it just shows that they've been a member of the channel, which is a monthly membership. They choose to support the channel and show their love even the more. So I want to make sure I shout those guys out. Jay Lewis says, good evening, Dwayne. I'm having the hardest thing getting approved for credit with a score of 730. Length of established credit 6 months is my biggest issue. Receive your third Navy Federal card with only $1,000. Jay, first of all, you're not really having an issue. The issue is just like you said, the time frame. So just be patient. Just pump the brakes. Just chill. Try to sit still for a year. Depending on your inquiries. See if you can allow those inquiries to fall off. If you have a couple of inquiries, and if in a year's time or a year and a half's time, see if you can just wait and be patient till you have no inquiries period. And then if you don't have any inquiries and you've waited like a year and a half, then you could start applying for other things and you will probably have a better experience. So just be patient. You're doing the right thing. Just keep pressing forward and you'll be good to go. Blazing 808, what's going on, my bro? Says, hey, Dwayne, I finally out of the garden. I applied for the U.S. Bank Cash Plus Visa and was approved for $10,000, making this my 18th card. I'm so excited. That's how I feel about the Tesla. Congratulations, man. That is freaking dope, bro. $10,000 on that U.S. Bank card. I got you. Yes, sir. That's cool, man. Thanks for taking the time to share that with us, bro. Let's see here. Jay Lewis says, who does Amex Gold pull from to get in the door? American Express normally pulls from your Experian credit bureau, your credit profile. Once again, I wouldn't apply for an American Express card now, given what you just told us, until you check the American Express website, see if you're pre-qualified. If you're pre-qualified, that makes it a little easier to pull the trigger on that. But in general, as a whole, I would just wait. I would sit still for at least 6 months is what I would do. And then once again, depending on your inquiries, if you sit still for 6 months and you have like 3-4 inquiries on your credit report, you could easily check on Credit Karma when those inquiries were added to Credit Karma or added to your credit report, and you can wait. You can expect for those to fall off in 2 years of the date that it was initially, added to your credit report. Like today, I applied for, a car loan with Navy Federal. I know that like today, November 16th, I'm going to have a hard inquiry from Navy Federal Credit Union. So I know that 2 years from today, it's going to fall off of my credit report. We got another How to Build Credit TV member in the building. We got Tim Smith. By the way, you guys, the channel members, I will not be doing a live stream after this video tonight. But what I think I will do is I will, fingers crossed, because I got a bag of work to do in regards to videos. I think I'll make a video and upload it just for the members only. So you guys I'll share there with you guys. today's what, Monday, and then next Monday will be the 23rd. I'm going to say that I will definitely do a members only live stream next Monday, November 23rd, just so that, you know, we're kind of keeping that going. But I still want to make that separate video where you guys can see. I will let you guys know next Monday about the video and when I've uploaded and all that good stuff. D. Anderson, what's going on, my brother? It's a pleasure to have you in the building as usual. Let me see something here. Let's see. I got quite a bit of channel members here, and it's always easy, or should I say it's always hard to keep it straight in my head because I have I think like 30 something channel members, for which I'm grateful. I really appreciate you guys so much. So I'm always like, I want to make sure I'm not skipping anybody, you know, and I'm making sure that I'm showing love to people that are channel members because I really appreciate you guys a lot. Okay, sweet. I was just double checking. I don't even know, D, I don't even know why I had to double check, bro. I should have known you were a channel member. D. Anderson says, Wagwan, D, and says to all the brethren and sisters in the chat, and he's like, peace. Yes, sir. It's a pleasure to have you in the building, my man. I appreciate you. Hip to the dip. I see what you're paying attention to. Hip to the dip says 255 pounds. How tall are you? Hip to the dip. I'm about 5'9" and a half, 5'10" on a good day. You know, depending on what kind of shoes I'm wearing. I'm 5'10". But yeah, I'm not a tall guy. I mean, and I was like hella out of control. 255. I mean, I was looking real sloppy. Real sloppy. And I've been able to, I've lost, you know, a lot of weight. Like I'll go from like 240 down to like 190, you know, 240 to like 195 to 200. Of late though, and by of late, I mean the last, I don't know, the last 3-4 years, I have gotten down to 200 pounds. And please understand, like, I don't look bad. You know what I'm saying? Like I look fine, but I know that, like, you know, 230 pounds is that's not cool. So I need to be like, you know, 195, 198, 199, 205. 205, it's still a lot of weight, but I'm going to look insanely skinny at 205. And I have a really big head, so you don't really want to see me, you know, at like 190 and below. It's going to be too much for you guys. That boy Joshua says he's 5'9". Yes, sir. Well, once again, 5'9" and a half, 5'10" on a good day. You know, since I'm getting a little older, I think I already started shrinking. I don't know when you start to shrink, but I feel like I'm already starting to shrink because yeah. Points Blank Travel, we got another How to Build Credit TV member in the building. Be sure to go to Points Blank Travel's YouTube channel. Rod makes videos on YouTube about credit cards. Be sure to check him out, support him, subscribe to his channel, click the notification bell. We need to get this brother to 1,000 subscribers so he can start rolling in this YouTube money out here, so he can start getting these fraction of a penny that adds up to dollars eventually. I appreciate you, Rod. Thanks for watching, bro. Rod says, what's up, Dwayne, my main man and credit fam? Man, I want to thank you for encouraging me to do the live streams. I've gone live stream crazy. That's funny. You've gone, dude, the live streams are absolutely going to help you get your minutes. And I think at this rate, you might end up having your minutes before your 1,000 subscribers. So that's kind of crazy, but keep grinding, man. Keep doing your thing. Once you start to get these YouTube pennies, whenever that eventually happens for you, you know, it's going to be a good thing. So keep grinding, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Drunken Sailor, for that $19.99 super chat. Drunken Sailor says, what's good, D? Man's gonna be cruising around H-Town in the Tesla. It says, everyone show that love and hit that thumbs up. Man, I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much for that $19.99 super chat. And you know, honestly, when I went to test drive the Tesla on Saturday, whatever day it was, I think it was Saturday. When I went to test drive the Tesla again, I really went in there to kind of see about what color. I was trying to finalize my decision on what color I wanted, right? So I told you guys that I, you know, wanted to get the blue. And of course I did select the blue when I, you know, did my little order. And the gray is so clean. Like, it's so good. But everybody and their mama has gray, black, and white when it comes to Teslas, and even red. You know, I don't see a lot of blue. So it's very crazy because making this type of purchase, I mean, it's 2020. I haven't done this type of purchase since 2007. And I definitely haven't really done it on my own. Back in 2007, it was like a joint situation with my wife at the time. And so, yeah, so that was a joint deal. And so like to like do that now, I'm always like, man, that's big. That's a big deal. So I went ahead and just decided to chill with the blue just because the blue is not very common. So I'm pretty excited about it. I'm insanely excited, actually. Yeah, not gonna butcher your channel name, but I appreciate you stopping by. It says, thanks for all that you do. Should I have my credit card utilization 30% for at least 3 months before I ask for an increase on my rewards with Navy Federal? Also, I'm gonna ask for a credit line of credit and the flagship card. Okay, first of all, your credit card utilization needs to be closer to 0. The 30% is trash. I don't even know why that's written on FICO's website. I don't even know why that's something that people talk about. The lower your utilization is, the higher your score will be. So if your utilization goes from 30% to 3%, like, I wouldn't even worry about keeping it at a certain percentage. If you can pay off the cards, pay them off. Let your utilization be 0%. Let it be, it'll go up when you make a purchase and then it'll go back down when you pay it off. But your score is going to be higher when your utilization is lower. So 30% utilization is no good. Anywhere between 0 and 10% is good. But at the same time, don't let it be something that stresses you out. Just use your card and pay it off. Use it and pay it off. The only time that you really should concern yourself with your credit utilization percentage is if you know for a fact, okay, I want to get a loan in 2 months. So in 2 months, I need to make sure my utilization is either 0% or between 0 and 5%. That's the only time you should be concerned with your actual utilization percentage. If you're not about to apply for anything, then just use your card and pay it off, and don't stress out about it. Just know that if your utilization is 70%, your score is going to be lower. Whereas if your utilization is 7%, your score will be higher. So the more you pay attention to that and experiment with that, you'll understand what I'm saying. But 30% is not where you need to go. Jay says, do you still offer Tradelines, Dwayne? Yes, I do. You can email me. My email address is helpingothersprosper@gmail.com. Helping others prosper. Email me, include your phone number, and I'll give you a shout. All right, sounds good. A child of God, what's going on? Says, hello, Dwayne, and all of you in How to Build Credit TV land. That's so cool. I appreciate you stopping by, a child of God. Points Blank Travel says, by the way, I loved that Tesla video. Nice, bro. Yeah, man, listen, Tesla's gonna be, it's the only complaint, if I'm being picky, the only complaint that I have about the Model Y is that the way it rides could be smoother. That's the only complaint. The way that it rides could absolutely be smoother. And I don't really know a whole bunch about cars and how they ride and how bigger wheels mean that the ride is going to be more bumpy. I mean, that really can't be true because, of course, if you ride in a Ford F-150 or, like a Tahoe, the ride in that is going to be smooth. And those wheels are big. So I don't really know. But that's my main complaint, is that like the ride could be quite a bit smoother. I find that the ride in my Honda, depending on, what I run over, is smoother, which is kind of strange. And since it's a crossover, it's not quite an SUV and it's not quite a car. Once again, I don't know a lot about cars, but I feel like the ride could be smoother. But I mean, all in all, your boy is super excited. Thank you so much, Mr. Nguyen, for that $4.99 super chat. I appreciate you, my man. Says, I got approved for the Navy Federal More Rewards, $19,000. Toot toot. Congratulations, bro. I got you, man. I got you. Congratulations, bro. That is freaking awesome. Thank you so much again for that $4.99 super chat, and also for sharing that your approval with us. I mean, that's freaking dope. $19,000. I know that feels really good, man. So that is freaking awesome. Thanks again for sharing that information here on How to Build Credit TV. Scrolling back up to where I was in the comment section here. I appreciate you guys. We going ham in the comment section. I appreciate that. Lots of love in the building. Once again, if you haven't smashed the thumbs up in this video, please smash the thumbs up. We have 104 people in the room, only 70 thumbs up. Also, if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. I would love the opportunity to answer your questions. We definitely got a bunch of smart people in this live stream that can answer your questions if I don't know the answer as well. Joshua says keep utilization below 10%, if possible 2% on each card. There we go. Devin says my weekend was setting up my new iPhone, my new 12 Pro Max and Apple Watch. Most exciting thing I saw Sunday for the first time through my Fold 2. I got 5G coverage from my house with Verizon. Yeah, I know that's got to be cool, man. Yeah, your boy got his iPhone 12 Pro Max too, and this is a big phone. I mean, but I'm hella excited. So I got my phone here. And it works. You know what I mean? I got this guy here. And then of course on the back, you see the cameras and whatnot. But yeah, the Pro Max. I went ahead and got the blue. And I got an Apple case. I got this leather case from Apple. The first time that I freaking bought an Apple case in a very long time. This case was, I think, $59. Clearly overpriced, but I like the color, and it's leather. I think it should get better over time. So I'm right with you, Devin. I'm right with you, bro. Let's see. Kai, are you saying let you know about the Tradelines? Okay, so story time. So funny thing, I think back in January 2018, I had made a video about authorized users, and Kaya actually commented. She was like, hey, let me jump on your card as an authorized user. And I hit her back in the comment section. I was like, LOL, ha ha ha, you're funny. You know what I'm saying? Because she was funny. And then in March of 2018, another subscriber at the time, I don't think he's a subscriber now, but another subscriber at the time named Sean in March of 2018 was like, hey man, let me jump on your card. And that was the birth of me deciding to add people as authorized users to kind of help them out and help their credit score. I don't spend a lot of time talking about it now for several different reasons. I mean, when I was doing that a lot, or even making videos about it a lot, I got a whole bunch of haters for some reason. I don't know why, but clearly you can't make everybody happy. But I got a whole bunch of haters because I was talking about authorized users and whatnot. But I still do it. It's something I still do. I just don't talk about it a whole bunch. So it's kind of funny that Kyle was one of the first person. I mean, in my head, you're the first person that asked about it, and then I've been doing it since March of 2018, and you didn't even know. Anyway, Tweety Smith says, Rich Rising Dwayne, my son is at a 776. Oh my God, I'm looking right at 676, and I keep saying 7. Man, I think I'm getting worse the older I get. A 676 with his first card from Capital One, 300 line of credit. Has been an authorized user on a secure card since August 2020. Any suggestions? Well, first of all, I mean, the brother still has time. The main suggestion is just use the card and pay it off. If you guys are absolutely bored and just want to have something to do, maybe consider getting the Discover It secured card. Maybe consider getting the Bank of America Cash Rewards secured card. One or the other. You don't need both. But definitely just sitting still and let time do its thing is the next best thing. Okay? Like sit still for like 6 to 8 months, or maybe like a complete year from when he got the Capital One card. But once again, if you have to do something, maybe consider getting, if he's a student, get the Student Discover card. If he's not a student, you can apply you can just apply for the Discover It secured card. Julian, what's going on, my man? I appreciate you. It's a pleasure to see you in the building. Diamond says, that horn, LOL. Yeah, that horn's the best. Oh, you talking about the bicycle horn? I can't believe I clicked on the bicycle horn. That was kind of funny. Boss Don P, what's going on, man? Says Bridgeport, Connecticut in here. I have a 2020 BMW 750. It's just a big money hole. Thinking about the Tesla S myself. Okay, that Tesla Model S. I don't remember if I was talking to somebody on the phone or if it was on YouTube, but the Model S and the Model X, the only two that they offer that I did not test drive. I don't want to get in the S because the S, I know is sexy. I don't want to get into X because I know it's sexy. The S starts at $69,420. It starts at that price. I'm not interested. And then the X, I don't even know what the X starts at because it's more than $69,000. So, I hear you though. That's 750. I know that 750 BMW is hella clean. So I hear you, man. World Traveler says, hey, Dwayne. Hi, Dwayne. Tesla horn. That's funny. Let's see here. Tony Benzino, another channel member in the building. It's a pleasure to have you here. Says, I need help. I paid off my student loan and my credit dropped over 20 something points. I'm so frustrated. Don't be frustrated. Your score will go back up. Okay. Just give it some time. I feel like easily in 4 to 6 months, your score is going to go back up. So don't stress that too much. Ronald, what's going on, bro? Haven't seen you in a minute. Says, good evening, everyone. Checking in from Philly at the laundromat. Hashtag fun time. Hey, man, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you checking in from the laundromat, man. It's a pleasure to have you in the building, bro. Spencer, what's going on? Another How to Build Credit TV member in the building says, good night, Dwayne. Nice program. It's right on time. It's a pleasure to see you in the building, my man. I hope you're doing well, sir. Tico, what's going on? Says, what's up, sir? Just dropping in to show appreciation for your bomb content. It's been extremely helpful on my credit rebuilding journey. Tico, man, I appreciate that, bro. That means a lot to me. Thank you for taking the time to put in words in a public setting such as this, showing that you've gotten some positivity and some, help and some content, some value out of the content on this channel. That means a lot to me, man. Thank you so much. Let's see. Devin says, I thought of using the Tomo card since the way that you thought of using the Tomo card since it's a charge card with a $100 limit is to buy things like drinks and food when I'm out doing errands. Yeah, it's so funny because I actually kind of forgot that it was a charge card. But in general, that's what I treat all of my credit cards like, because I never keep a balance on my cards at all. So I hear you on that. We got one says, I got a new car. Can I put in on my taxes? I drive for DoorDash. Man, come on. You drive for DoorDash part-time. I can't give you tax advice. Clearly you need to speak to somebody about that. And I feel like you definitely could do something, but you still have to speak to somebody for more clarification, right? I'm definitely going to stay in my lane. Ronald, what's going on, bro? Another channel member in the building says, what's up, Dwayne? Everyone hit that thumbs up. Yes, sir. I appreciate you stopping by, man. Skillet30 says, hey, Dwayne. Hey, Skillet30. What's going on with you? Tara, thank you for stopping by. Tara says, greetings from Nashville and congratulations on the Tesla. Thank you, Tara. I appreciate you. It's a pleasure to see you in the building again. It's been a while, so I appreciate you stopping by. World Traveler says, thank you, Dwayne. Great stuff. You're right. Good credit matters. We can make better financial decisions. In addition to making better financial decisions, good credit just gives you options. It's like having money, I think a lot of people want to have a lot of money for several different reasons, but money gives you so many options. Just being able to, and I'm not at this point, but being able to buy anything that you want because you just have so much money. You know what I mean? I often wonder, how much money would I need to have to not stress about buying something? I'm the worst. Even when money was a problem, and even if today, let's say today, money's not a problem, I still can labor over the simplest things. Once again, I'll use my Target example. I'll go into Target. Target has these shirts. This shirt, to be exact, this is a Goodfellow shirt from Target. It's I liked when Target had Massimo. I like Massimo, the Massimo t-shirts Target had before Massimo discontinued the t-shirts. I think they still have jeans. Well, they don't have men t-shirts. I don't know about women, but Massimo used to have men and women t-shirts. So this t-shirt's like $6 at Target. You know what I'm saying? And I'll go in there and be like, I don't know, $6. So in my head, I'm like, how much money would I have to just like be like, F it, I'm just gonna get whatever I want? Because that's just not me. But it does give you options. I know that if I needed to do something, if I needed to get something, to some extent, I have some cushion. I have a level of comfort in regards to being able to get myself or my kids or people that I love. I know that I can spend money and get them something that they're going to value. So money is important, and credit's the same way. It gives you more options and it gives you peace of mind. And if you use it the right way, man, it is all good. It's absolutely all good. Maurice, what's going on, bro? It's a pleasure to see you. Says Genesis is coming. Genesis is dropping a electric car to compete with Tesla in 2021. Looking into that. I've owned Genesis since first gens. Interesting. Very interesting. You kind of got me. I mean, Genesis, the only Genesis I know is the Hyundai Genesis, but are you talking about, is there a different type? Because clearly I don't know what I'm talking about. But for sure, there's going to be a lot of cars that's going to be eventually going to compete with Tesla. I think one of the things where EV cars or electric vehicles are concerned is, of course, how long can it go on a charge? And I think that's going to get way better in the future. It's hard to kind of sit still and like wait and let things get to be super ideal before you jump in. Like, I know for a fact that in 5 years, this car that I have now, a Tesla, is going to have a longer range than it does right now in this moment. But I don't want to wait 5 years. You know what I mean? And then 5 years from that, so on and so forth. You get it. So it'll be interesting to see, to say the least. Joshua, what's going on? It's a pleasure to have you. Says, have you heard of Credit Karma? Yes, sir. Of course. Vape King says, I think that's why the stocks are booming, because the interest on savings accounts is trash. That's funny. Jordan 23WW says, I'm screaming at that bicycle horn. Yeah, I mean, I literally saw the word horn on my screen and I just clicked it. So they're right next to each other. The bicycle horn is up top, and then the DJ horn is underneath that. Let's see. Maurice says, yes, my membership also was finalized today for Navy Federal. My account was open today. Congratulations, bro. You're in for a treat. Navy Federal is definitely the best. One Cool Cat says, what up, Dwayne? The Debo of the credit game, like button smash. I appreciate you, One Cool Cat, for stopping by the stream. It's a pleasure to have you in the building again. Trey, what's going on, bro? It's a pleasure to see you again. Lisa Love Beauty says, hey, Dwayne. Hey, Lisa Love Beauty. It's a pleasure to have you in the building again. Devin says, been busy trying to set up and restore my iPhone 12 Pro Max and my Apple Watch, but have contact Apple to get help to set it up. One of the interesting things about the iPhone 12 Pro Max, or I guess having a new device, is there's this thing. It's new to me, so I don't know when this started, but there's Apple Care Plus, and there's Apple Care, which is like, I think you could do it for $9.99 a month, or you can just pay $199 outright in order to have it. But there's Apple Care Plus coverage, and it's freaking insane, the things that they cover on here. I'm trying to pull it up on my phone. It's freaking insane, the things that they cover on here. I mean, they cover basically everything. And then there's Apple Care Plus, which is $13.49 a month, or you can pay for 24 months. But either way, that's cheaper than getting insurance with the cell phone company. My phone is still freaking thinking. It's cheaper than getting cell phone insurance through the cell phone company, because T-Mobile was telling me, oh, you can get cell phone insurance for $19.99 And then I'm like, but plus tax, it's like $25, right? And then after I declined it, she mentioned Apple Care. And in the phone, when you go to your settings, it's not working right now. When you go to the settings, it lets you know. And so right now it's telling me that I have 55 days to decide on getting the Apple Care Plus coverage for the iPhone. It covers everything. It covers lost, damage, stolen, accidental damage. Of course, you got to pay like $29, or I think it's $149 if the phone was lost. And they will replace your phone twice in a 12-month period. So the way I'm understanding it is you can damage your phone, break your screen. They'll fix it. Or if they can't fix it, they'll replace your phone 2 times in 12 months, which is bonkers. Like, me hearing that makes me want to just, walk around with my phone naked. It's so crazy because ever since I had an iPhone, I'm like, I see the people that don't have a case on their phone, and I'm like, man, those people are brave and they're stupid and they must be rich, because you got to have a phone on you got to have a case on your phone. But this phone, just like all the iPhones, is just so sexy. I mean, it's like a piece of jewelry. This blue one right here, I mean, it's so sexy. I would love to walk around with this phone naked, just like, ooh, iPhone. I don't really like the design. I don't, because like it looks like the iPhone 5. I think that's kind of lame, but I had to get a phone, so what am I gonna do? But they have the Apple Care Plus, which is either $9.99 or $13.49 a month, or you can just pay in advance for the 24 months. Since I bought my son the iPhone as well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get the insurance for at least one of us. And then they also have free Apple TV Plus for a year. I haven't even signed up for that yet. So anyway, there's quite a bit of perks that come with that. That's kind of cool. Ronald says, I keep hearing 0% utilization is bad. Is this true? I don't know if it's true. I know it's something that I don't pay attention to because my score is so high that it's not worth my time and energy. In general, I always pay my cards off. So depending on when my credit score is pulled, like today, I didn't even think, oh, do I owe money on one of my cards? Let me pay it off before I apply for this auto loan. Or let me pay it off and then wait a month before I apply. Because the thing is, when you pay your credit cards off, it's not like in that moment when it posts to your credit card. In that moment, the information is not necessarily sent to the credit bureaus. Like let's say American Express, my American Express Gold card sends the information to the credit bureau, on the 20th of every month. So, if I pay my card off on the 24th, like, the information is not going to be sent. The snapshot's not going to be sent again until the next month. So, today I just applied for the loan for the Tesla, and it didn't matter. I know that my utilization is always going to be between 0 and 1%. Always, because I have a buttload of available credit. Definitely over $100,000 of available credit. So it's always going to be hard for me to be over 1%. Man, I was trying to sign into my Credit Karma, but since I got my new phone, I haven't signed in yet. So I was trying to look and see, but yeah, I have over $100,000 of available credit. And what is this? Somebody request money from me on Cash App. Yo, people are such trash sometimes. Like somebody requested from me. They request me to send them money. That's hilarious. I don't understand why people do that, but I guess they try to keep people slipping. Somebody just requested $200 from me. I don't even know this person, but I guess there's scams on Cash App. Anyway, let's see. Joshua says, nope. It's first blue, then green after a month, then purple at 2 months, then finally red at 6 months. Hey, Devin, man, thank you for letting me know how my channel membership works. Thanks for letting me know the order. Of course, it's just one more of those things for me to have to keep up with detail-wise. I appreciate you knowing that. I appreciate that. Neo100, it's been a while since I've seen you in the chat. Says, I heard Amex Gold Amex Delta Gold Card was accepting people with subprime scores as low as 620. What do you think of this? I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, your credit score isn't the end all be all. There are a lot of different people having different experiences when it comes to getting approved for credit. Now, that's not something I would suggest. I would never suggest somebody with a 620 credit score to apply for an American Express card. If they did and they had a 620 credit score and they applied, I would say like inquiries, zero inquiries. Like I feel like everything else would need to be as good as it could possibly be, but anything is possible. Anything is possible, and it's just hard to say. It's not always cut and dry. It's rarely cut and dry when it comes to this credit game and why people are approved and not approved. Joshua says, because you want to show you can manage the card, make multiple payments per month, and before your cycle date, get it down to 2 to 10% if possible. Very good advice there for sure. One of the things that I thought was interesting when I was setting up my loan with Navy Federal, which I'm kind of still waiting to hear back from them about the loan. One of the things that I thought was cool is, of course, I have a checking account with them. They were giving me the ability to pay my loan, my auto loan, once a month or bi-weekly. And I was like, sweet. Like, hopefully, I understand bi-weekly to be every other week. And I would really encourage people to do that. The good news with Navy Federal is it's automated. So the payments are going to be automatically deducted bi-weekly out of my account. So what that means is, instead of having 30 days where your account accumulates interest based on 30 days, if you pay it bi-weekly, that time period, it won't be 30 days. It will be shorter. And so if you have a 6-year loan or if you have a 30-year mortgage, you're going to be shaving time off of your mortgage or your loan by paying bi-weekly. And that's not even including making extra payments. So if you pay bi-weekly on an auto loan, throughout the entire year, you're going to have the ability to make, like 1 or 2 extra payments because you're paying it bi-weekly. Because of course we have months that have 5 weeks in them, right? So like every month doesn't have 4 weeks. Let's say, one of the months starts on the 1st and it was a Friday. It's very likely that you're going to have 5 weeks in that month, or you're going to have 5 Fridays in that month. And so if you're making a bi-weekly payment and you pay on the 1st Friday of the month, the 3rd Friday of the month, and then the 5th Friday of the month, if your car note was $300, you pay $150 on the 1st, then you pay another $150 a week and a half later, and then you pay another $150. So your car note's really only $300, but you're getting an extra half a payment in there. When you do that pertaining to your car note or even your mortgage, you're going to save yourself some time on that loan. You're going to save yourself months on like a car loan. You're going to save yourself years on a mortgage. A lot of people, for some reason, just aren't disciplined enough to take the time to do that. If your mortgage payment is $1,500, just split that right down the middle, right? You get $750, so you pay $750 bi-weekly. If you can do that, right? Of course, you're going to have your extra half of a payment in certain months, but you're going to be shaving off some serious time on your mortgage if you're able to do that. I would encourage everybody to do that. If you can do that with your car note, just take the exact amount that you owe and just split it in half and pay that amount bi-weekly. Of course, this requires you to be on top of your finances, but I think it's insanely beneficial. I've done that, and that's what I will always do moving forward. Joe says, what can you tell us about the U.S. Bank's Harley-Davidson Secure Card? Does it graduate? I don't know if it graduates, man. I don't know if it graduates. I think that's something you can just call and ask, to be honest with you. So I don't know. I wish I had an answer for that. Sorry. Kaya in here. Kaya being messy says, yes, you do look fine. LOL. Kaya, don't have me blushing on camera, please. You know what I'm saying? Let me keep it professional, Kaya, please. She says, just kidding. All right. G Dobbs says, in my eyes, I think you're gorgeous. That beautiful, sweet smile, and your personality. You're a lovely human being. Thank you, G Dobbs. I appreciate you. G Dobbs, you trying to get me in trouble too? You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all back to back. That's funny. Adrian, what's going on, my man? We got Adrian in the building. Adrian says, bless up all. And of course, he says, Jamaica. What's going on, my brother? It's a pleasure to see you, man. Mikey T says, what up, Dwayne? When do you see the interest rates coming back up? I would say certainly after we get more stable regarding, the presidency and, of course, this coronavirus situation. I can tell you right now that it's quite interesting. I have money invested in the stock market, and I wish I was smarter initially in the beginning with certain things, but I guess that's life. You live and you learn. I think things will, resolve itself for sure. I mean, this is just a bump in the road. This is just right now. The whole coronavirus situation, of course, like next February, March, depending on when it went, nuts where you're located. In my mind, Corona kind of got on the map for me like February, definitely end of February. I know that it was a deal before that, but like in my mind. So, if it took 2 years, we're just coming up on a year in a couple of months. If it takes 2 years to kind of get back to, where things were normal, then that's just what it's going to be. But I'm pretty certain that things will get back to that. Hip to the Dip says, I love Points Blank Travel. His energy is off the hook. Absolutely. Absolutely. Michael, what's going on, man? We got Klein Collins Tiger in the building. It's a pleasure to have you in the building, my brother. Another Texan, another person from Texas in the building. Celeste says, I hope I did the right thing and just paid off collections debt for $15. I mean, first of all, it's $15. You can't go wrong with that. And hopefully they are going to delete it from your profile. You should have definitely contacted them to make sure that's the case before paying. But yeah. Tony Benzino says, why did you get a Tesla? I always thought you were a pickup truck person. I love pickup trucks. That's so funny. I'm definitely not a pickup truck person, even though I live in Texas and everything is bigger in Texas. Please smash the thumbs up in this video. We have 101 people in here and 92 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up in the video. We got to get over 100 thumbs up in this video. So please smash it if you haven't. Pickup trucks, in general, pickup truck notes are insanely high. Not that the Teslas are any cheaper, but I got a Tesla too because I was like, I could save money on gas. So like I can get this quote unquote luxury car. And then of course now it's a trip because gas prices are pretty low here in Texas, pretty low. But I know that like if gas prices like today I saw a gas price for like 149, 151. That's low. When gas prices go back up to, to something, or 250 or 265, I'm definitely going to, I think it's going to be more beneficial to have an electric vehicle such as Tesla. And, I don't know, it's just kind of cool to take part and have a small piece of the pie in history and at this particular time in history with owning a Tesla vehicle, because I feel like it's only going to go up from here. I don't think Tesla's going to go down from where they're at right now. They're only going to improve. Electric vehicles are only going to get better, and more automakers, more companies will be making electric vehicles. It's going to be very much a thing. So that's kind of why I decided to pull the trigger on that. Let's see here. Trey says, I actually just got my Tomo card in the mail today. Awesome, man. Congratulations, my brother. Let's see. All right, Kai, have a good night. You take care. Kai says, is that shade? I don't know if you were talking to me with saying is that shade. I don't think you were talking to me. I don't think I was shady about anything. Let's see. Celeste says, I just got a secured Bank of America cash rewards. Is it true that it's better to maximize? No, it's not true to maximize a secure card. Most secure cards, I would say, anywhere from, depending on the card, right? Because some cards have a minimum of $200 deposit. So I would say anywhere from $200 to $500 is plenty of money for a secured card. There's no reason to max out that secured card or any secure cards unless you know for a fact you're going to be using the card a lot. Like, you know, with me and my Discover It card, the secure card back in the day, I maxed it out at 2,500 because I knew I was going to be using the mess out of the card. I did max out my Navy Federal Secure card at $5,000, but that's because I was just being extra. You know, I wouldn't recommend that. $500 is plenty. When you max out a secure card, you know, if you put 5,000 down, it's very likely that you're going to be promoted, and they're not going to increase your credit limit. Okay, that was my experience with the Discover It Secure card. I had a $2,500 limit. That was the max. It graduated. They did not improve. They did not increase my limit. Same scenario with Navy Federal. I had a 5,000 limit, and when it graduated, they did not increase my limit. So I would say it not to do that. Michael, you funny, bro. Michael says, if you don't hit the thumbs up for D, I will be forced to question your upbringing. Man, I like that. That's so funny. Maria E says, okay, she's asking, can you do a trade line for a business credit card? It depends. This is clearly something I don't have a lot of experience with. I want to say I feel like you could, but then again, it's tricky, right? Because the trade lines or authorized user is going to be like normally your social security. So on the business side, I mean, like if you have a proper business credit card where you did not use your social to get that card and you have an EIN number, I don't know how you would add somebody as an authorized user, because it's not like you can chunk their EIN number on there and build their situation. But business credit is not my strong suit. So if anybody knows the answer to that, please feel free to chime in. Joshua says, I wouldn't more than what I would make each paycheck. That way you can make multiple payments monthly. Okay, I don't think he was talking to me. Let's see here. Devin says, did you switch to T-Mobile and import your number over? No, Devin, I am still with Sprint, but I'm supposedly using the T-Mobile network. They said I can try out the T-Mobile network first before switching my account over. I don't remember what the lady said. The representative at the store was telling me that it's not necessarily better to switch over to T-Mobile. Yes, there's better coverage, but she said something wasn't better, and I don't remember. Right now, my cell phone bill is $66.16 or something like that. T-Mobile, that includes taxes, by the way. T-Mobile does have a $70 plan, which includes taxes. So switching over and paying $4 more is not going to be a big deal. But I'm checking it out right now. You know, supposedly I have 5G. My phone says T-Mobile and I have 5G, supposedly. I mean, it just says what it says. Of course, 5G is subjective sometimes depending on where you are. Celeste says, should I pay off my student loans? It's like $5,000. If I pay it off, would it give me more leverage with my credit? No, not necessarily. I don't think it would. Paying off your student loans will clearly save you some money on some interest, but there shouldn't be I don't think you should have a sense of urgency when it comes to paying off your student loans. Of course, if you have, you know, the money and you really just want to knock it out and get it out the way, you can do that. But I don't think that's going to be a huge benefit to your credit score. Hip to the Dip says, one of my big concerns with Tesla is running low on power and not finding a charger station anywhere nearby. The thing about the charging stations pertaining to electric vehicles is there are a lot more charging stations than you actually know. There in Houston, we only have the Houston area. There's only 3 superchargers. One is in, like, 2 of them are in outskirts. There's only one in Houston, like, that has a Houston address. Then there's one in Katy and there's one in Richmond. And it's not the most convenient thing. But from where I'm located, if you don't charge your car at home, you can, you know, get to a charger. I mean, I have a charger at Walmart that charges like 50 kilowatts per hour, which is pretty decent. The Tesla superchargers are a lot more than that, like over 100 kilowatts per hour. So, you can charge your battery back up in like 20 to 40 minutes with the Tesla superchargers. And I think as time goes on, the other chargers will be more powerful. There are chargers out there that I could charge the car for absolutely free. Now it's going to be like, I don't know, 7 to 10 miles per hour, which is like very, very bad, clearly, but it's free. There are free chargers out there. I can go and plug in my car and charge for free. Like literally I could, if I wanted to, I could leave my car there and come back later on and like charge my car for free. But I don't know how many times I'll actually do that. Let's see. Never Stop 30. It's a pleasure to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Maria E says, I thought it was Honda Genesis, not Hyundai Genesis. Oh, no, I think it's Hyundai. Hyundai for sure with the Genesis. Mr. JP Pizza says, yes, got Apple Care Plus with my carrier. Apple discontinued selling phone, so couldn't buy from them. All right, sweet. Chicken is Fun says, anybody know anything about Great Reset? Okay, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Chicken is Fun. Rhapsody Diva, what's going on? I know this person in my real life. What's going on with your girl? Says, hey there, D Boogie. Keep on with the good knowledge. I appreciate you, ma'am. It's a pleasure to see your smiley face in the live stream. I hope you're doing well. He says, keep on dropping the knowledge. Okay, so we were having problems typing with that. Devin says, the problem was I always got a error message trying to restore my iPhone from my computer. So I called Apple and they told me about a new thing called Quick Start. Yeah, actually, this was the very first time that I did not back up my iPhone from my computer. And the reason why is because I didn't have the available storage on the laptop to back my iPhone up because I have over 100 gigabytes of storage. So I went ahead and finally broke down, and I think I'm paying $3.99 a month for iCloud storage. Trust me, it cuts me deep because I'm real cheap. So when I get another laptop, that has quite a bit of storage, I'll back my phone up to the laptop, and maybe I'll still have iCloud storage. But it was an easy process. When I backed it up, I logged into Apple ID or whatever, iCloud or both, and backed my phone up. So I was really pleased with that and how easy that was. Let's see here. Devin says, no problem. I open a new window to help you and other members with things you're looking for during the live stream. I appreciate you, Devin, man. That's what I'm talking about. Michael says, FICO reps writing on a blog said, allowing a small balance to report on your credit cards will improve your score slightly versus zero balance being reported. This doesn't mean you ever pay interest. Once again, man, I don't know that somebody will see a big enough difference to worry about that. Like me personally, I don't have time to pay the credit card bill down to like $1. I just pay it, and of course it's easy for me to say that because my score is good. It's in a good place, and so I just don't even stress out about it anymore. The only thing that I would stress out about my score about is if something hit my credit report and my score dropped. Like that would piss me off. But otherwise, I don't even trip about it. Harry, what's going on, my man? It's a pleasure to see you. Says I have life insurance. I pay $400 a month. All right, man. Joshua says, hope it's term life. David, what's going on, sir? David says, Dwayne, I have Capital One Quicksilver pre-approval email. I called and tried to upgrade my Capital One secure card, but they said they couldn't do it. I just apply. Yeah, Capital One with the secure card, supposedly they're not upgrading anymore. But I hear mixed stories. I hear people saying that, oh, Capital One just upgraded my secure card. So I don't know. Shirley, what's going on? Thank you so much. Shirley says, hello, new subby. I've been watching all your videos. You do have a nice speaking voice. Shirley, you just coming into the stream for the first time. Thank you so much for subscribing. Please be good, Shirley. I don't need another kind word. My head's already big. And I definitely don't need to be blushing on camera. So it's a pleasure to have you as a subscriber. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Maria E says, hey, Dwayne, someone from the credit monitoring service said that it is better to leave a small balance on your account, like 1% rather than 0, because the computer detects it as non-activity if it can drop your score a bit. Yes, all of these things I think are true. Absolutely. I think it's absolutely true. And the good news is you guys are more than welcome. And I encourage people to experiment and see what's going on. You know what I mean? Like if you have the patience and time, check it out and see exactly how that works for you, or if how that affects you. Rhapsody Diva says, wait, the Honda has been replaced? You got a new whip? Not your frugal tail. She says, come take me to the grocery store. No, the Honda is not being replaced. I'm going to keep both cars unless I give one to, maybe my son, since he's supposed to be getting his license one of these days. Son, you know what I mean? My son, I'm pretty sure, doesn't even watch my videos like that. He doesn't love me like that. But anyway, yeah, I think, maybe. I mean, I think he's going to get his mom's car, which is 2007 or 2008 Altima, which there's nothing wrong with that car. I'm pretty sure my 2014 Honda Accord has more miles than her 2007 or 2008 Altima. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. What's going on? Ingrid, thank you so much for stopping by. We got another How to Build Credit TV member in the building. Says, good night, Credit Fam. Love the Tesla video. I appreciate you. Says, how do you charge the Tesla? I will be charging the Tesla by plugging it into a regular outlet, and that will charge it super duper slow, like 3 to 5 miles per hour. It's very bad, by the way, guys, very bad. Or I could install like a different plug, one of those plugs one of the outlets where you plug your dryer into. I think it's like 220 volts or 240 volts. Don't have me talking about stuff I don't know about. But that particular outlet will charge the car up to like 40 miles per hour, which is going to be better. Or I can charge it at a charger, or I could charge it at a Tesla supercharger. So I definitely will have options as far as that is concerned. Let's see. Yes, Ingrid says, how would it work if you live in a building? There are a lot of chargers around us. The thing is, we don't have to know, so we don't pay attention. There are apps that will show you chargers that are around. Even the Tesla will show you chargers that are around you that are not Tesla superchargers. They'll show you chargers that are called destination chargers, and these are chargers that you can, like if you pull up to a hotel, they'll let you know if this hotel has a charger, and you can charge your car, throughout the night at that particular hotel for free. Okay. There are also, chargers that you can charge and pay, for the charge, just like you would normally pay for gas, but you're paying for electricity instead. Shirley says, I was in your live in the bushes when you were test driving. My noisy butt noticed your socks first. That's so funny. Yeah, my socks, man. So I didn't care. I had on my little black t-shirts, black shorts. I had on those pink socks with some flowers on it, and my black Crocs. I look like a mess, but it doesn't matter. That's one of the cool things about me. Like, man, I don't care. To some extent, people would never know. If I was a millionaire, people wouldn't know because I wouldn't show it with what I have on. You know what I mean? Like, they just wouldn't really know. And I like that. I like that about me. Like, people don't need to know what's what. They just don't. You can't always judge a book by its cover type of deal. Those people don't care what you look like as long as you're making that purchase. 912 all day long. It's been a while since I've seen you. Says, hey, Dwayne, credit card companies should not have a problem letting customers get a second secured card after they have graduated to unsecured already from a previous card. I don't think a lot of people would want to get a secured card from a company that they already graduated to an unsecured. I mean, it just wouldn't necessarily make a lot of sense. I'm not sure if that's what you're saying. You might just be saying that, you can get another secured card with a different bank. There's no need to get another secured card with the same bank once you've already been promoted, to be honest with you. Rodney, what's going on, man? It's a pleasure to see you. Says, why do we not teach credit in schools? Do you think society just wants us all to fail to learn to later learn? Why? What are your thoughts? Honestly, school is one of those things. School can be is like marketing. You know what I mean? Like in marketing, they kind of tell you what they want you to know. They sometimes tell you half truths. They sometimes just straight up lie to you. And school is very much like that. I mean, America, the United States is a very, very good example of that. You know, it upsets me when people that clearly aren't from this country initially, because you're not Native American and you weren't already here. And we have people that, like, you know, your family wasn't here from the beginning to some extent, and they're telling other people to go back where they came from. It's like, well, nobody's from here, really. You know, if you're not this group of people, you're not from the United States. You know what I mean? So in general, there's a lot of lies going on, a lot. And a lot of the times things are done for the benefit of making money. You know, a lot in our society has to do with money, you know, and people making money and businesses making money. So not sure why it's important for me to know Texas history or even U.S. history more than it is for me to know finances and budgeting and, you know, having goals and like investing. I have no idea why, you know, U.S. history is more important. I say more important because, like, it's a part of the curriculum, like it's a class you must take. Whereas finances is something that we all should and must learn, but we don't. And then, like, you know, to even go a step further, we have parents that don't teach their kids about finances when, as a parent, to some extent, we have all this experience and all this life experience and all this knowledge, but we don't pass on to our kids, you know, things that's going to benefit them. And then on the flip side of that, you know, like sometimes your kids aren't receptive to information that you try to pass on to them. You try to like, you know, enlighten them, you know, and, you know, you try to put them on game, and they're like, nah, I'm good because I have it all figured out at 18, 19, 20, 24. So, and I've been there. I understand. I mean, I definitely thought I had it figured out when I was younger. But I also my dad wasn't in a position to enlighten me or pass on what he has learned to me, because he wasn't born here. He wasn't raised in the States. And I mean, even to this day, you know, my dad is 66, and the experiences that I have had here in the States, my dad has never had and will never have, because he hasn't gone through the system per se. He works in a bubble, you know, like his job and life is in a bubble, and he doesn't have to deal with, you know, mainstream America or the things that I've had to deal with going to school here in the States or working for somebody in their company. So it's pretty interesting. I don't know, man. Let's see. Luis says, Capital One offered to give me a 25% increase. Should I hold off and possibly get more in a few months, or should I take the 25? Absolutely, take the money, man. Take the money, my brother. Take the money, my brother. Michael says, my first mobile deposit today, it was immediately available. My other bank takes 5 business days. Another Navy Federal perk. There we go. The price to charge the Tesla, Ingrid, depends on the charging machine that you're using. The prices differ. There's a bunch of different, and I'm still learning about all this myself. I'm really going to learn the most once I have my car, right? But the price to charge differs. Sometimes there is a fee that you pay up front, and then it charges you by the hour. Sometimes there's no fee and it charges you by the kilowatt. There's a bunch of different things, because there are different charging companies. So everybody has their own deal, to be honest with you. You have to download their app. I mean, it's ridiculous. T and Sharinda TV says, credit is important. I do credit. All right, cool. I hope I said your channel name right. Thanks for stopping by the stream. N Smith N says, if I get a product change with Navy Federal, how long do I wait? Is it a hard pull? Just got the rewards card for 300. I don't know. My brother. I don't know about the product change. I wouldn't product change. In general, I wouldn't product change because you're gonna miss your sign up offer, and you don't want to do that. When you product change, you can't get the sign up offer for that particular card. We have Adriana in the building. Okay, it's a pleasure to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's a pleasure to have you in the Chizat. We got another channel member in the building. Dwight says, what's up, Dwayne and Credit Family? I'm late on this stream. Congrats on the Tesla. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man. It's a pleasure to have you in the building. Mr. JP Pizza says, Dwayne, how take advantage of 0% APR offers when making large purchase with card? Not exactly sure what you're asking there, my brother. Not exactly sure what you're asking. Tyrone, what's going on, man? It's a pleasure to see you. Haven't seen you in a minute. Devin says, for the holidays, if you're looking for credit cards for Christmas shopping, a great website to check is bestcards.com because they show a lot of banks and credit union cards. Awesome. Thank you, Devin. Christian, thank you so much for stopping by the stream. It's a pleasure to have you. CB3 says, you have a big head. LMAO. Yeah, facts. I do. My head is ginormous for sure. Tony Benzino says, I got you. I just love trucks. My favorite is Silverado Trail Boss and Ram TRX or any Silverado. I prefer it over any fast car. They are useful and make money, but I love trucks. Yeah, I mean, trucks are definitely a good thing to have. And being here in Texas, man, trust me, we don't have a shortage of trucks here. We got a bunch load of trucks here, and I think trucks are cool. For whatever reason, I just never got into it because I was driving cars initially in the beginning, and so it's easy to kind of stick with cars, because that's kind of what I started. I didn't like, the back end of the truck. It's so long, and you got to make sure you clear the back, because it's long. I'm just used to driving cars, but there's nothing wrong with trucks at all. Matthew, what's going on? Says, how overhyped is the Tomo card? I don't really think the Tomo card has a lot of hype, to be honest with you. I mean, I think for me, the thing that made it intriguing was, number one, I have a YouTube channel talking about credit cards. Number two, there's no hard inquiry. So it's like a free application. So from that perspective, that's the perspectives that I'm looking at that particular card. I was highly disappointed with my credit limit. I only got $500. That absolutely sucked. I was super disappointed because I have a lot of activity in my How to Build Credit TV, in my Navy Federal checking account. There's a lot of activity in that account. It's not like I applied for that card and my balance was $30. You know what I mean? And normally my checking account balance of late, has been, maybe $1,000, $2,000. Normally, though, I transfer all my money out into a savings account or something. I normally transfer all my money out, but I really haven't done that since maybe May of this year. So I don't know. I was disappointed with that limit for sure. Let's see here. Maria E says, hey, yeah, I tried it and it went to 0. It did drop my score a bit, so the following month I reversed it, then it went back up. Okay, cool. There we go. I mean, like I said, it's very important for you guys to kind of do your own experimenting and kind of see what happens with your score when you do your utilization percentage. Kimbu, thank you so much for stopping by. It's a pleasure to have you in the building again. It's been a while. Says, hey, just got approved for the PenFed credit card today, and I've had the flagship card for 3 months now. Should I ask for an increase in 2 weeks? First of all, congratulations to you on your PenFed credit card. That is awesome. Thank you for taking the time to share that here. In regards to Navy Federal, the flagship card, I would say it's probably safe practice to maybe wait 4 months instead of just the 3 months, and make sure you're using that card quite a bit. Yeah, and if you're going to ask for the credit limit increase, I would do it through the app. through the mobile app on your phone. I don't think it's going to be a hard inquiry done that way, but please, please, please always do your own research and contact them and ask. Never Stop 30 says I'm on the waiting list for the Tomo 2. Yeah, it was 2 months ago since I did that video, since I signed up. Michael says, if you know the state of finances of most teachers and many parents, they are hardly the people I want teaching my kids about finance. I mean, facts, because they're human beings. And when I hear stats about the average American, doesn't have more than, I don't remember what it was. Whatever it was very sad. It was like the average American doesn't have more than $1,000 in their account. It was less than $1,000, but we'll say $1,000. The average American doesn't have more than $1,000 in savings. That's mind-boggling to me, but it's hard, or should I say it's easy, because like living here in the States and given certain situations, we live in a society that's all about upgrade, and so you just have to be very deliberate with what you're doing and how you choose to spend your money. It's just baffling to me, just because we have kids walking around school with $200 sneakers on, more than $200 sneakers on, you know what I mean? And that's just their shoes. Now, don't get me wrong. This was very much the case when I was younger, except the sneakers weren't $200 because they were just cheaper then, because, I was younger in the 90s, you know what I mean? But it's quite interesting. And with my parents, I was never afforded the luxury of having shoes that were $150. Like back in the day when I was in school, I remember I don't remember what grade I was in, but I saved up my money to buy some Jordans. I bought some Jordans, and my dad made me take them back. He brought me back to the mall, made me take the Jordans back, and I was pissed because it was my money. It's like, come on, man, like what the F? Save my money up. So, those are the type of experiences that I had growing up. And so for me, I was always aware of money. My mom would be on me all the time about saving my money. Now, I didn't do a lot of saving as much as I could as a kid, but it was always there in the forefront of my mind. She was still telling me, save money, save money, save money. And then once I got to a certain point and, I was working a more stable job, I was very aware of the importance of saving money. I knew the power in that. I think that's something that, everybody should know, but for whatever reason, we know that eating pasta and bread is not good for us, pizzas and whatnot. In my case, rice, because in my culture, we can eat rice every day, every meal, but we still do it. So it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. Let's see here. Ryan says, what's good? Do you think your age of account was the new with the consideration for line of credit? Not exactly sure what you're asking there, Ryan. I appreciate you stopping by. But of course, your age of account, or however old your average age is, or however long your average age is, absolutely influences. What's it influences, what you actually experience and what you get approved for or not approved for in some cases. Kimbu, you're very welcome. It's my pleasure. Let's see. Joshua, what's going on, my man? Thanks for stopping by. Says, just noticed you are live. Hello. I appreciate you stopping by, Joshua. It's a pleasure to have you in the building, man. Devin says, there's no hard pull for Navy Federal increase on the mobile app or desktop version. There most likely will be a hard pull over the phone. And I think that that's stupid, right? Navy Federal supposedly has a hard inquiry if you put more money on your secured credit card with Navy Federal. I knew that because I think I read that when I was applying for my secured card. So that's kind of silly. Carlitos Way says, sure does matter. Can't do ish without good credit. Yeah, good credit, man, it definitely, having good credit matters. And it just gives you so many more options. I wish that a lot more people were more informed about it. Even me, if I think about me and my own experience, even, back in 2007, when I was buying a house and I knew my credit wasn't good. It wasn't bad, but what I'm saying is I had no clue how credit worked. I don't even know what my credit score was when I was trying to, do the loan application. I mean, I definitely didn't know how to fix it. Not fix it because it wasn't broken, but I didn't know how to make sure it was in the best possible shape before applying for a home loan. I just knew that it wasn't bad because I was responsible, but I didn't know how it worked. And that's where a lot of people are. They have no idea anything about credit. They don't have any clue. We have all these free resources out here. And you would be surprised. A lot of times when we want to know the answers to some things, or we're doing research, the answers are out there, and they're out there for free, but we don't look in the right places. We don't even know to look. So that becomes a problem. Carlitos Way says, like your channel. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that a lot. Joshua says, I always love watching your streams. So positive here. Joshua, man, I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you saying that. Well, please smash the thumbs up if you guys haven't done so. I am going to wrap this stream up. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask them. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Go ahead and smash the thumbs up in this video. I really appreciate the love and support. If you have questions, ask now. I'll do my best to answer it. Joshua says, should I have my direct deposit all into Chase or Navy Federal? Joshua, if I were you, I would go all in on your relationship with Navy Federal. That's just what I would do personally, because I think you're going to have a more positive experience with Navy Federal. That's just me personally. I've had a blast with Navy Federal. I can't say anything bad about Navy Federal at all. Joshua says, I recently was told by a rep that adding to the secured card is a soft pull. I let them know I was told that it was a hard pull before, and they said it was a mistake. He says, with that said, I'm still waiting for it to graduate. I hear you on that, man. Keep being patient, bro. Points Blank Travel says, enjoy the stream, Dwayne. Very informative. Gotta get out of here, but I'll see you in the next one. Much respect, brother. All right. Points Blank Travel. Have a good night, Rod. Once again, guys, be sure to go to Points Blank Travel's YouTube channel. Subscribe. Let's get him to 1,000 subscribers so he can start making this YouTube money out here. Joshua says, opened both, checking last night, establishing a relationship with them. Absolutely. Perfect plan. Perfect plan. And it becomes tricky in that situation where you have both accounts, because you can't, like, you have to be very deliberate about giving them both attention. I will say between the two, Navy Federal requires less attention and maybe less activity than Chase does. In other words, what I'm saying is, like, even with not that much activity with Navy Federal, they'll still reward you, which I think has been a lot of people's experience as well. LG Idos says, I got approved for the American Express Platinum, their 100,000 bonus. Amex is slowly stealing me away from the Chase ecosystem. That's funny, man. Congratulations on your approval, bro. That is awesome. Thanks for taking the time to share that information here on the live stream. Joshua says 2 weeks will be 6 months on Navy Federal Secure. Hey, good, man. That's all right. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Never Stop 30 says, thanks for sharing. My pleasure. Joshua says, should I get a checking line of credit, Navy Federal, if I plan to use the checking account regularly? I don't know. I personally haven't done that. I mean, that's clearly something I could have done. I haven't done it. I know a lot of people talk about it. I don't know anything about the checking line of credit. I don't know. But it's not a bad thing. K Diggs 2, we got another channel member in the building. Thank you so much for stopping by. It says big up. Another great live stream. Thumbs up. Appreciate you. Mr. JP Pizza says, Dwayne, I was talking like if credit card said 0% APR until May 2021, what if you said for your 12 full price instead? How to take advantage if credit limit low? If there is a 0% APR until May of 2021, clearly you can, treat it like it's a loan, right? So you can say that you have until May 2021 to pay off the entire amount, and you can just, take advantage of it that way on your purchases. If they have an introductory balance transfer period, you can do the same thing there as well. Joshua says, I'm done. Have a good night. I appreciate you, Joshua. Devin says, I called today to add more money, and they told me it was a hard pull. Yeah, you're talking about Navy Federal. Matthew Green says, it took me 7 months for my Navy Federal Secure to graduate. That 7 months is not bad. It took me 6 months. I mean, some people are waiting. So 7 months is not bad at all. Jean Paul says, how do I get into Navy Federal? You have to have some kind of military affiliation or know somebody that's in the military that you are related to, even if it's a step brother or sister, that you have to have some kind of military affiliation to get into Navy Fed. Joshua says, time to go make some burgers. Not sure if it's healthy, but it's tasty. Fair enough. Been there, done that. I pigged out this whole weekend. Shirley says, my first credit card with Navy Federal was 3 weeks ago, $25,000. Shirley, that's a lot, man. Congratulations. I'm going to hit the horn for you. Congratulations, Shirley. That's freaking cool. Joshua says, well, I'm going to wait for my $200 bonus. Sign up from Chase. Good point. Then I'll Zelle transfer all my money to Navy Federal weekly. Yeah, I mean, maybe you don't have to transfer all of it, but I really feel like, once again, Navy Federal between the two is probably the one that you're going to experience the most success with, and certainly the most instant success with initially. And it's just going to put you in a good position to be able to get credit cards, auto loan, and home loans, and even personal loans. I think you're going to have an easier time. I know you're going to have an easier time with Navy Fed than Chase between the two. Devin says, I believe a checking line of credit is to cover purchase when your checking account is going to get overdrawn. Okay, cool. Yeah, and it's just super weird. I think it's a good thing to have, right? It's a good backup in case you were ever in that situation. Of course, you know, I don't think I'm going to be in that situation, and I'm like, whatever. So I don't worry about it. Bubby, what's going on? Thank you so much for stopping by the stream. It's a pleasure to have you in the building. Devin says, yes, it was to Navy Federal because I have a credit of 104 on my Navy Federal Secure card. Okay, sweet. Yeah. And that's what I thought. Like I said, that's why I said it was a hard inquiry, because I know that I read that when I was applying for the secured card. I either read it or a representative told me. David, what's going on? My man says, if you have annual welfare of about 50,000, what are the chances of getting credit of 100,000? It really just depends on what's going on with your credit report, how many inquiries you have. It's very, very doable. Very, very doable. So that's the answer to that. It says in Florida where they are cheap. That's funny. Listen, guys, once again, I'm going to end the stream right now. Please smash the thumbs up on the way outside the door. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Click the notification bell. And more importantly, if you have any questions, ask them right now. I will stick around for the next minute to answer any questions that you guys may have. It's been a pleasure to serve this evening. It is a pleasure. It is a privilege, my privilege, to be able to be a part of a community such as incredible as this one. I hope you guys have an incredible week. I will be putting up videos about Tesla, the ordering process. I will be putting up another video about the Tomo card, doing an unenveloping of that. I think those are all the videos that I have to edit. I need to still shoot the Tomo card video. So that's kind of what you guys can expect this week. I plan on being back on here. Devin says, I have seen a credit option like that with US Bank since I have a checking account with them. Joshua says, how long to wait to apply for the secure with Navy? Dude, honestly, my experience was I waited a month. The reason why I waited a month was because I got my Navy Federal account May 2019, applied for an unsecured card, got rejected, then waited a month. I would say, you could probably wait a week or two. Fund your savings account with Navy Federal. Between I don't remember what the minimum is. I want to say $300, but fund your savings account with whatever deposit is going to be. Certainly have the minimum in there, and then apply for the card. I think, like I said, you're going to be in for a treat. I would wait a week, 2 weeks before doing that. Devin says, have a nice week. Are you going to do a lunchtime live stream? I think so, Devin. We'll see. We will see. I don't really have a reason not to do any, but today I was off to a super slow start. Got up around 10 o'clock, Well, I was up at 7 something, but I didn't get out the bed. Then I went back to sleep and I got up at 10. I went to the gym today at like 1, which is really late. I'm normally done with the gym, 10:30, 11, even earlier sometimes. So today was a late start, but I plan on being here for sure. Joshua says, I got my Secure with Navy Fed when I opened my check-in. All right. Diamond, thank you. Diamond says, thanks, Dwayne. Thank you, Diamond. Thank you, you guys. I appreciate y'all. Joshua said he got his secured card the same day he opened his account. Matthew says, they didn't ask me for any credentials when I joined. My grandfather served in Korea. Sweet. Very good. Joshua Blott, man, have a good night, bro. Thanks for taking the time to comment. I appreciate you. Once again, guys, smash the thumbs up on the way outside the door. I really appreciate it. You guys have an incredible evening. I will be back again on here for some more videos. And then we got my boy Mojo. Mojo with a comment. Mojo says, I just hit my welcome bonus for the Amex Platinum for $75,000. But I was wondering, how long should I wait to apply for the Amex Gold card? What are your thoughts on the Amex Gold? Honestly, are you going to be okay with having to pay the annual fee for your Platinum card and your Gold card so close within, because that's actually me. But I actually got my Gold card in October 2018, and then I got the Platinum card like either October again or November. Paying the $550 for the Platinum card and another $250 for the Gold card, $800 worth of annual fees is a lot of fun. So you think about that. And if you can meet the minimum spend and the Gold Amex card has a good offer, then you can go for it. Or Mojo, or if you want to wait till like January and then use my referral code and help your boy out, let me get some points when you sign up for that Amex Gold card, that would be really cool too. But either way, that's my advice. Let's see. Brianna, thanks for stopping by, says 20-year-old with a 759 credit score. Awesome, Brianna. That is incredible. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Devin says, see you on the next stream. Have a nice night. Hope to see you later on this week. Oh, no, don't worry, my man. You will see me later on this week. All right, you guys, have a good one. I'll see you guys later. Once again, my name is Dwayne with How to Build Credit TV, and I approve this video. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, take care and be blessed. Peace.